Have you ever done a hardcore playthrough in Stormworks? Well, it's something that I've done a good few times, and a lot of the times we end up with some issues and we have to stop the series. But today we're going to start a brand new rogue mode series in Stormworks, and it's going to be great. In the first video, we're going to go ahead and build ourselves a boat. We're going to get out there and do some rescues and see where we can get to from there. But this series is going to be a good one, so hopefully you guys stick around until the very end, where I likely die. So, let's get straight to it, shall we? One thing that's interesting about this playthrough that is different to the other playthroughs that I've done is that the Megalodon is about. So, if we ever run into him, we are likely to sink our ship, which is going to be interesting. That's enough about the Megalodon. We need to build ourselves a pretty substantial career mode boat, and we only have $20,000 to do so. So let's just go ahead and get ourselves a nice little shape, and then I guess we can build a boat around that. What I'm thinking we do, which is kind of weird, but something that I've done quite a few times, is we actually build a catamaran as the first boat. Okay, so if you didn't know what a catamaran was, essentially there are two hulls, one on one side and one on the other side, and then in the center it can be suspended. So that's exactly how we're gonna build this boat. Let me go ahead and shove some bits on the underside, make it look beautiful, and then you guys will see what I mean. And there we go, she's a floater! That is exactly what you want to see when you've just built something that's supposed to float. If it does float, that's good. It's now time to add some engines into this. So let's go ahead and delete the, well, I was going to say the center section, but actually the pieces to the side of the center sections on each hull. We're then going to go ahead and get ourselves a propeller, and we're just going to go ahead and chuck a propeller in there like so. Yes! From there, we're just going to go ahead and shove some rudders on the top. I know that seems maybe possibly a little bit weird, but hopefully it will actually work out. I think it will. That right there is an engine, and I'm not entirely sure how many cylinders it has, but we can go ahead and count it real quick. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cylinders per side. That is quite a few cylinders. 24 cylinders. And of course, we've got a 24-cylinder engine in this side, and we've got the same thing in this side. At the minute, we've got no power generation. It just goes straight to the propellers, but that's pretty good. Also, these guys need painting. I didn't notice it before, but we need to paint them now, because I've now noticed. There we go. So yeah, essentially we've got the engines, we got ourselves some tanks right here. We're going to be using these as fuel tanks. And if we have a little look above, we've obviously got some pipes going up here. One is for exhaust, one is for air, and the other is a heat exchanger so that we can cool the engines. Okay, this is how high it'll float. This is with all of the fuel tanks filled with water, just to see, I guess, how balanced we are. And it does seem that we are pretty balanced. So, what we now need to do is build a little bit of a cabin on here, have a wheelhouse so that we can actually drive this thing, and then we need to go out and do some rescues. I'm not even entirely sure there is anything to do right now. Oh, there is. Ooh, a blue recreational boat is in distress, is requiring assistance. Okay. Okay, there she is. That is a very, very big wheelhouse for the top of a hull that is this small. However, that is actually an okay thing because we can still extend the hull backwards. So what we're going to do is take the back end off, send it all the way backwards to like here. We'll have a rear deck at that point. This won't look too chunky, and I think overall, it'll look really good. Yes, that totally worked. We extended the back end, and now it doesn't look too chunky. I've gone ahead and added some equipment on here. We've got welding torches, we have fire extinguishers. If we go inside and turn around, we got ourselves a wall with equipment on as well. We got some rope, we got some first aid kits, hoses, and cables. What I've also done inside of here is added some padded seats, so that if we do ever rescue somebody, they can actually sit inside with me, as long as we don't rescue more than 4 people. Yeah, if we rescue more than that, I don't know what they're gonna do. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, let me know in the comments down below, and also leave a like on the video as well if you guys want to see more. Okay, we actually do have a light in this thing now. We have a spotlight on the front as well. And we have 2,663 fuel. Let's go ahead and start the engines. and see if this thing will actually move. Oh, she's going. She is going. Beautiful. Now, because this is hardcore, I don't have third person, but I'm sure she looks beautiful. Pause, pause, pause. I had to return back to base to work on some cooling issues, which I have now resolved, and now I'm gonna go to sleep. It might mean that that mission isn't actually available anymore, but that's okay. Okay, new mission time. There is a fire, I believe? Let's have a little look. There we go. Building is on fire. Emergency call from the Harbor Logistics Center. The garage part of their office building is on fire. The safety officer reports that not all staff members are evacuated, and there is still some workers inside. There is also a risk of further fire spread to constructions nearby. Now, something that they didn't tell us is that they do actually have their own fire extinguishers, and they're just refusing to use them. It must be, I don't know, they must be kind of expensive fire extinguishers. But they've called us in from our island just over there. We have ourselves our own fire extinguisher, and we're gonna put out the fire. Oh, I might have been a little bit wrong here. Maybe we do need something more than just a fire extinguisher. This entire building is actually on fire right now. I'm gonna try and put it out as much as I possibly can, but obviously I do not want to die. However, running into the fire generally puts out the fires a little bit quicker, so we're gonna sprint through the fires and try and put them out as much as possible. Oh, there's one over there. Come here, you. There we go. Woo, 3 grand. It did say that there might be workers in here, and honestly there is. I didn't think this man was wearing a top, but he is. He is actually wearing clothes. So let's get this weird builder man with no top on out of here. Alright, we got the worker on. Let's go ahead and get in the pilot seat or the captain's seat or whatever, and press 1. I think that puts us in reverse. We're gonna reverse our way out of here at a really, really decent speed. There we go. And then we're gonna head to the hospital island. Something that sometimes you have to worry about with modular engines is the temperature, and currently the temperature is staying around 50 degrees. So, weirdly, we're actually completely fine. That's awesome. Okay, I found a jetty. We need to go ahead and park ourselves up so that we can then go in and, I don't know. Deliver the man? Deliver the naked man. Let's go. Beep, beep, delivery. Bam. There's another. Oh, I should have fixed him before bringing him here, but never mind. $2,850. Oh, if you guys haven't done the Stormworks career mode before, you might not know what this box is, but essentially it will give me money. So, let's go ahead and collect it. Bam. There we go. $8,000. Very nice. Alright, so I know for sure there are more of those on the island, but I need it to be daytime so that I can actually see them. So, it's now daytime outside since we slept in a bed. Let's go find some more of those crates. Okay, I've had a quick run around and I've only found one. Bam, $6,500. Fortunately, my boat didn't sink. Alright, let's go ahead and turn on these guys. Press 1 to reverse and let's get out of here. There we go. I really need to change the gear ratios on this thing, especially when going forwards, because as you will see, we're using a decent amount of fuel, which is not good, and we're not going very fast, so we need to change that. But yeah, our base is just here. Let's get back home, and then we can fix it. Oh, I didn't have enough money for it before, but we're gonna have to add a few things to this. We need an underwater welding torch. That is actually kind of important. So we're gonna go ahead and chuck that in there, right there, like so. On the other side, we're gonna need a defibrillator, so let's go ahead and find one of those and chuck that in on the other side. There is something else that I actually want to add as well, and that is a heater. That is gonna go in the ceiling, just like this. And if we ever need it, we've got ourselves a button to turn it on right next to it. There we go. Okay. I do want these areas to look a little bit nicer, so I'm just going to add some of these to try and keep those in the air. And that's all good. Yeah. Another upgrade we're going to do is we're going to actually add some rope anchors to this thing, and we're just going to chuck them in the deck. We already have some around the outside, but I don't have any in the deck currently. Let's go ahead and mirror this. There we go. Shove that in there. Shove it in here. In there, and that's all good. I guess we could do some down here as well. There we go. 4 down there. Beautiful. We're then going to get ourselves some ropes as well, and we're going to shove those. I wanted to put them in the middle, but we don't really have the room for that. So we're actually just going to go ahead and put some ropes on the back end of the building, just like so. Chuck those across the top. Excellent. Blue recreational boat has had an emergency. Uh-oh. Search the area and locate the emergency. All right. Okay, so we had to search the area, but apparently, it's just shown me where he is. He's right there. So let's go ahead and just sail around the outside of this island, pick up that man, and take him to hospital. At least on the map it says he's here, but I am now right where he should be, and, well, well, he's not here. Where is he? The man should be outside right now, like, he should just be here. I'm between the islands where it says that he should be. I'm very confused. Wait a second, is he underwater? No. He's not. I don't know where this man is. He should be here. There he is. Okay, somehow he sailed his non-working boat all the way around to the harbor. I don't know why you need rescuing. You are literally at a harbor. What just happened? My boat just sort of exploded. What? How? This is really, really bad. I don't know what just happened. Okay, well, I don't know what to do. I actually don't know what to do. Drop this. We need to do some welding right now. Underwater welding? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna fix as much of the hull as possible so we don't sink, and then I've just got to try and get back to our base as quickly as possible. This is actually one of the weirdest issues I've ever had. My right pontoon is full of water. There is so much water in there that the entire boat is wanting to tip over onto just that pontoon. Fortunately, we can sort of still steer, so we should be able to make it home, but that is incredible. Things have not gone well. Things have gone extremely badly. My boat is currently on its side. The only thing that's keeping us up is the one pontoon that hasn't flooded, and that's it. There is water inside of the bridge because I didn't fix the windows. Then when we listed, all of the water came through the windows and into the cabin. And now we are in a bad position. I've tried driving, it didn't really go too well, so what we're gonna have to do is bring another boat out here and try and fix things. We'll try and pull it home. I don't know. Okay, we swam all the way back to our base, and now we have to go from our base back out there and tow our boat back. This has actually happened in a lot of my rogue modes, which is kind of funny, the fact that it's happening again. But yes, you might notice something different about this boat as opposed to my other one, and you would notice that it doesn't have any windows. It doesn't have any windows. There is pretty much no interior in here at all. There's no heater in the roof, and there's no rope anchors on the deck at the back. Now, the reason for that is because, well, I've got no money, so I needed a way to get some money back, and that was deleting everything. Anyway, we're going to make our way back out there. We're going to hopefully tow the boat back next to this so that we can bring it back into our control, and that'll all be good. The only issue we do really have is fuel. We might run out. And we've made it. There is our boat that is, definitely not afloat anymore, but it is still a boat, so rhymes. Anyway, out we go. We need this, please. Connect. No. Okay, hang on. I need to connect the rope to the side, right here. I've added some new pulleys on this one so that we can actually tow, and then I need to go to the underside. Reattach this rope, attach this rope to here without cutting myself up on my propellers, and then I just need to leave. I don't know if this is gonna work. I feel like this is gonna be terrible at towing, but we just gotta try, so floor it. There we go. My propellers are pretty low on this thing, so we should be relatively stable. And I just gotta head that way. Holy balls, we used quite a lot of fuel, but that's okay because we managed to get back home. And I am still towing the... well, I hope I am. Yep, I'm still towing the thing, so we've made it home. Let's go ahead and just return this one. There we go. And then I need to go outside and I need to return the other one. However, there is a man inside, so I need to open the door first. Oh, it's actually on the ground. Okay, open the door. Is he still alive? He is still alive. Get him outside. There we go, just put him in the water, that's fine, and return the boat. Good. Now, one thing I think this boat needs, just before I do anything else, I need to go to pipes really quickly. I have a lot of money now that we can spend on things, which is just going to be this boat, I guess. I kind of want to send them out here instead. I know that's kind of annoying, but I do. So, we're going to put this here and here. I don't know if I can even do what I want to do. But maybe. So, let's go to pipes. Send these guys sideways. And this one sideways. And then this one's going to go this way. And this one's obviously going to go this way. There we go. If we then go to straight pipe. Alright, 1, 2, 1, 2. Excellent. And then we go to propeller. Can I actually fit a large propeller on there and there? No. Ah. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, no one will ever know how ugly this is because no one will ever see it, right? So, the thing that I mentioned earlier is still gonna be a massive problem, and the thing I mentioned earlier was fuel. That's how much diesel we've got left in storage, and inside the boat, I believe we've got about 2,600, meaning that's all of my fuel. So, there are places we can get fuel from around here. I can steal fuel from this guy, which is nice. I can steal fuel from this guy, and I can actually buy diesel from here. The thing is, though, I need like a big winch in order to get to that, or I need a truck or something along those lines. But that's going to be kind of difficult to do straight away. But what I need to do right now is go get that man from the ocean and deliver him to the hospital. I forgot about him. Oh, hello there, sir. Okay, there's something in the water next to him. I believe it might be an underwater welder. Not that that matters, because we got a new one. Where's he going? Hey, come here, you. All right, we've got him. We've got him. We just need to take him and deliver him. The other thing that we should really work on as well is maybe some sort of fluid management system for each of the hulls and also the bridge. I need a pump that I can turn on to pump out extra water so that we don't end up in the same situation we were in earlier. Right, sir? Correct. What the heck is this? We got ourselves a new mission. I don't know what it was. Oh, he's so far away. Bing bong, I have a delivery. Captain, get in there and you guys give me money. $3,000 for a man? I think yes. It's time. What is it time for? It's time for pumps. That's right. We're gonna need some large fluid pumps in this thing to actually evacuate any water or whatever that ends up in these areas. I could also split these areas into multiple parts, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm lazy. So let's just figure it out, shove these in. I think I'm only gonna go with one each, and that will be fine. So chuck that in there like that. Delete this guy, shove one of these guys on there, very nice. Shove one of these guys on here, and that's all good. We're then going to need another one of these inside of here somewhere to get rid of any of the water that ends up inside of here. And in fact, in here, just because it is my living area, I kind of want two of them. So we're going to chuck that there. There we go. I know it's a little bit in your face or whatever, but it is necessary, so that's good. There we go. And then on the roof, we'll go ahead and delete this guy. We'll grab one of these, chuck it on there. Excellent. And in case you're not following, essentially what these are for is if we ever get damage on this or water comes through the door, these pumps will pump out the water that comes in and send it outside. Same with these bits. If water gets into here, then these things will send it out as long as they are repaired. And having them right in the front of the bow, probably not the greatest idea, but it's fine. In order for these guys to work automatically, we need to get ourselves a fluid meter, which is what this is. And that will, figure out what the level of the fluid is inside of these areas. And then we need a greater than. Yep. If the water inside of here is greater than 0.01, then these things will turn on. Yes. Also, now that we have so much money, we can actually add some more lights around the actual ship itself. So, we're going to chuck a light on both sides right here. These are going to be our nav lights. I'm also going to chuck one right here on the back. That is also going to be a nav light, and it'll also just light up the rear deck as well. We're also going to add some more back here as well, and just light up the whole thing. It'll be great. Now that we've finished with our boat, I'm going to go to bed. And in the morning, I guess we'll wake up and we'll see if there's anything that we want to do. The weather is terrible. There's nothing I want to do today. Let's go back to bed. New mission. A green fishing boat is in distress, is requesting assistance without an exact known location. Interesting. Okay then, where is it at? Apparently, it's over here. Okay, let's see if we can climb up this ladder real quick. And maybe we can actually spot the boat from here. Kind of, you know what, it's unlikely because I can't see anything from here. I have been sailing around for so long and I cannot find this boat. Because we're in hardcore, I can't actually see waypoints. So, I don't know how much of the circle I've actually covered, how much of the circle I haven't covered. But, yeah, we're in a situation where I can't find the boat. We have a problem with fuel. And it is going to be a problem if I continue to not find the boat. So, yeah. What I can see, though, is this lighthouse island out here, which means that if I am close to that lighthouse, I am not in the circle. However, what I want to do is go to the lighthouse island anyway, because sometimes there's some crates. Oh, yes! I can see one already. Nice. Crates are what we're going to use to get the money that we need, because doing missions is going to take too long. So if we find a bunch of crates, I'm going to be so happy. And there might even be 2 on this island. What are you going to give me? Let's run around the circle. Yes, I'll run around in a circle. Woohoo! What are you going to give me? Bam! 8 grand. Lovely. Is there another crate down there? Sometimes there is, but in this situation, there is not, and that's really sad. I was hoping there'd be more, but there's just none. Okay, slightly terrifying thing is going on right now. I don't know where I am. I don't know my way back home, and I can't see very much. So, I'm just gonna hope for the best, travel in this sort of direction, and if we see an island, I guess we'll head towards that, because that's probably our home. Maybe. I see a light out there. Or are those just stars? I don't know. Nope, those I believe are actually the harbor lights, so I know where we're going now. What I can do is turn on the lights on the boat, and let's have a little look around and see what they look like. So we've got deck lights, we have spotlights pointing backwards, we have a spotlight pointing out to the right and the left, and we have deck lights all the way around. This thing is now pretty well lit, actually. Yeah. Ooh, beautiful. And we made it home. That is fantastic. Bam! The issue with making it home is, well, there's no issue with making it home. There's just an issue with the fact that we didn't set out to do nothing. We went out there, we captured a crate, and we came back. We didn't do the rescue that we were supposed to. So, never mind. The logistics center is on fire again. We need to get in the boats, we need to get over there, and we need to put it out. So let's run straight down here to the boat and get out of here. Oh, before we go though, we're gonna shove this guy right on the front of here, just like this. If you don't know what it is a water cannon. And the problem with that is I actually need it to be in the water. So I need a pipe coming out the bottom of the middle of this boat into the ocean in order for this thing to actually work. That's crazy, but I have an idea. Whether it'll work or not, I'm not so sure. But If I put a pump on there like this, which is pretty crazy already, and then I add a hose connector onto there, maybe I can do this slightly differently, actually. Maybe instead of going straight down, we can have it go, maybe backwards? Yeah, oh no. Oh, I don't know where it can go, actually. Oh, we're missing diesel, which means that we are running out of diesel massively, and that's not great. That is actually really bad. Oh, and I get stuck on that wall every time I leave the base now. Excellent. Yeah, this is bad. However, the place we're going to will allow us to actually fill up with a little bit of diesel, and then, however, again, I don't have a way of filling up diesel. Why have I done this to myself? Alright guys, watch this. 3, 2, 1, fire! Oh yes, it is actually working. The thing is, it only works when there's water available, and the water isn't always available, but it does fire out of the cannon on the front. Beautiful. Extinguish all fires and rescue 2 casualties to a hospital. Okay, we can do that. I don't think I can do this though. Hold on. Ah! Okay. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to ram the place there, but we're good. Okay, maybe reverse out so that I can actually use the pump. Alright, reverse. Here we go. Because I do want to use this to put out the fire, but if I'm... Oh, what is happening? Alright, hang on. Let me turn around and we can see if we can use this. Well, I mean, we're not going to be able to use it because it's in a building, but, like, let's go ahead and see what this looks like, because I think that'll be fun. There we go. We're just going to leave it sort of like this, and hopefully it'll do something. Okay, open the doors. We're coming in. Oh, my. Okay, never mind. I should probably have a firefighting uniform, but, you know, can't afford that right now. No, actually, you know what? I totally could. Get out of here, fire. That's right. I've got a million first aid kits, so I'm not worried about running into it. There we go. And bam. There you go. 3 grand. And there's no naked guys this time. Although I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Do we think they'll make this jump? I feel like they might. Here we go. Jump. Here we go. Oh, they totally did. Excellent. Come inside, please. And have a seat. All right, you sit on that side. You sit on that side. And we can get out of here. Wait a second. I said I couldn't put fuel in. I totally can. I forgot that I'd even put this here. Yeah, I could have put fuel in, but we're already leaving, so I'm too lazy to go back. One tip for you guys that play Stormworks career mode: when you are delivering someone from a mission, you need to make sure they are full health like this operator right here. This guy is obviously not full health, so if we do this, then we get more money. So if we bring them in, they will both be $3,000. Beautiful. However, if this person was injured, we'd get more like 2,500, which is a lot less. I think we need a winch on this thing somewhere, just in case. So I'm going to go to winches. We're going to grab a large winch, and I'm actually going to try and put it in the roof. Oh, where there's things in the ceiling, isn't there? One of the things is just a button, so that doesn't matter to me. All right, shove that right there. That's fine. And we're going to go ahead and cover all that up. That's okay. We're going to go to here. We're going to shove a button in there. That is going to be the heater button. That's okay. Heater. Excellent. Let's attach this to there and there. And we'll actually attach this to there as well. That's good. Connect that to there. That's fine. We're then going to need some buttons for this. And I think they can go probably here and here. Yes. So this is for the winch. That's okay. Bosh bosh. Winch in, and we'll obviously have winch out on the other side. Excellent. Something that makes this career mode a lot easier is actually having GPS. So we're going to go ahead and shove a GPS system into this somewhere, I guess, and we're going to use it. So let's go ahead and put this guy in here. I'm actually just going to do it just like this. There we go. So the GPS is going to go in right there. I'm going to set it all up, and then we're going to be able to use that with waypoints and do missions a lot easier. A blue speedboat requires servicing. Transport a blue speedboat in the ocean to Sawyer North Dock. This thing is quite far away from our base, but if we go ahead and select a waypoint right on top of that guy, we shove it into here, and we just press this. I'm hoping, I'm hoping it's going to take us right there. But we will see. If we end up just in the middle of nowhere, that will be interesting. But apparently we are 4,500 meters away and closing, so we'll be there soon. Oh, is that it? I think that might be it. Alright, turn this off. There we go. Continue over this direction. And we gotta get that boat on the back of my boat, or at least tow it, all the way back. Oh, this is probably gonna take a while, actually. I didn't think about this before, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's turn ourselves around, get it ready to be on the back, and then we'll tow it home. The waves were hammering me from side to side there for a bit, but we're okay now. Let's just swim over with this rope and attach it onto... Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we could have died there. It pulled me back through the propellers, but fortunately, I dodged them. I went straight through the center. That's crazy. Also, this boat used to be... Stop! Oh, I hate the way rope works in this game. Okay, what I was saying was that boat used to be a different color blue, as you can see right there, but they've got to change that bit, and a little bit on the front as well. That bit down there is a different color on the bottom, I think. Anyway, we are going to start driving. Oh my goodness. We're going to start driving forwards. I'm going to select the location, which is just down here. We're going to do it. Uh-oh. 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 No, no, no. Get out. Get out. Get out. Oh. We're going to do it like this. There we go. And we're going to pull that boat in. Yep. We're going to pull the boat in. And onto the rear deck, just like so. And we're going to try and scoot along like this. I don't even know if we're going in the right direction, but maybe? Oh, we can't go too fast. Oh, this might be a challenge. We don't have that much fuel on board. And we're currently not really going the right direction. Interesting. Guys, we currently have a situation. The boat is upside down on our front. Literally no idea how this has happened, but it's clearly a bad thing. Let's go ahead and winch this out and make sure that we can maybe try and escape this. I don't know. Maybe stop winching it out now because it's going to go too far. Okay. Ram it in backwards. Ram it in reverse. Go, go, go. I don't know if that's going to help. Maybe try and spin a bit as well? It's just totally stuck on our boat. I don't know what to do here. Can we go forwards and maybe rip it off that way? I feel like even that doesn't make much sense. Here we go. Oh, twist, twist, twist. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, we might just have to tow it then, rather than it being on the back of our boat. Okay. Whoa, whoa, we almost crashed into the, I believe that's the hospital island, so we're going to make sure not to crash into that. We're going to go this way. Hopefully the boat is going to follow behind us nicely here, because if it doesn't, it will be beached. And in fact, I might actually get beached here. I don't know why I'm going this way. Oh, I don't know why I'm going this way. Ugh. Okay, 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 okay. No, 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 no. Oh, why did I do this to myself? Why did I do this? Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, that's terrible. It's because the boat... Where is the boat? Wait. There's my boat. Where's the boat I was towing? Where is the boat I was towing? Hello? Where is it? The boat I was towing seems to have disappeared. I don't know where it is. Oh. It's right there. Interesting. Don't you just love that I called out what the problem was going to be, and then the problem happened, and I could have completely avoided this situation. But I didn't. Anyway, winch in, here we go. This is the only way that I can think of to actually right this boat right now. and that is by ramming this other boat into it, and there being some sort of fun situation where it flips it over. And weirdly, it's trying, but it's put itself in a worse place, actually. This is worse. Okay, I think it's time. I might almost die here, but floor it. Floor it, floor it, floor it. Swim to the top so I don't die. Okay. My engines seem to be off now. Come up. Come up. Floor it. I can't tell where the surface is. Alright, I managed something. We're good. I don't know what's happening. You know what this mess means for us right now? We have to come up with a version of a boat that is electricity powered, in order to actually come rescue this thing, because we have no more fuel left. That is annoying, but I think it's something that we can do. Okay, here it is. I know it looks like a normal boat, but this one is fully electric. Yeah! Now speed is so much faster on this one as well. The thing is, we need to make sure that the battery lasts whilst we get down there. And then once we get down there, we're just going to ram into our other boat and hope for the best. I think that's the only way of doing it. Alright, here we go. Over the shallows. Very nice. Yes. Ramming speed. Okay, we might have done it. We might not have done it. I'm not entirely sure. But now this boat is on its side. Okay, please say it worked though. Is it the right way up? Who knows? Yes! Oh, it actually sort of worked. Okay. Problem though. My new boat is demolished, and my old boat, well, it looks like it's somewhat sinking. I don't know what to do in this situation. Oh, there's so much water in there. Let's let it flood out. Okay, I don't know how this bit's gonna go, but essentially I need to attach this onto here, and then we need to try and pull as hard as we can to get the new boat off the rocks with the old boat, and then we need to go get fuel from somewhere, and hopefully that'll be fine. Alright, pull as hard as you can. Don't tip over, whatever you do. Okay, we are pulling, and it is actually working fine. The boat is pulling behind us. Let's take that one home, and then we can continue on with our mission. Uh-oh. Oh, what did we get stuck on? What did we get stuck on? Let's have a look. Our boat just got stuck on the land. Okay. Things could only get worse in one way, and that is if a tsunami hits. And you know what's happening? A tsunami is about to hit us. I think we'll be fine, but I just don't know. I don't know. Okay, well, we are almost back home, so we can return the electric vehicle, and then we can take this vehicle back out there and do the mission, and just hope that we don't die on our way back. I don't know. Alright, we're back here again. We need to sneak across this bit again, and then once we're on the other side, we need to attach onto that boat, and we just need to start towing. I'm not going to use the winch this time. I'm literally just going to attach it to my tow point. So let's grab the rope, attach it to here, jump across, attach it on, and then we can probably get towing. I do need to reverse a tiny bit though, because there's a rock right in front, right in front of my boat right now. Alright, reverse a tiny bit. There we go. There's the rock. And now we go forwards and right. Let's go. Yeah, it's working. Alright, we're good. The boat behind me might be on fire, but we're good. Oh yeah, it is. It's very much on fire. Interesting. Fortunately, that boat is in water, and therefore the fire got put out. I don't know how much money we're gonna get for this either, but I'm expecting a decent amount of money. We've towed it quite far, so hopefully that's true. And here we go. The boat has been delivered. Delivered. There we go. $5,600. That is excellent. So, I guess you might be wondering what I'm going to do now. Well, what I am going to do is run up there and go to bed in one of their beds, I guess. and I'm gonna look around for some crates. We're also gonna steal a bunch of their fuel because we can. They've currently got 5,000 liters, and we need some. And good morning! Okay, this is interesting. So we're alive, which is good. We've made it 21 days in, which is beautiful. And we need some money, so if I could find a crate, that would be great. But I actually don't see any crates. Oh, come on, there's gotta be a crate somewhere. There has to be. There are no crates. There are none. That is not what I was expecting. I was expecting quite a few crates, actually. That kind of sucks. Anyway, let's go ahead and refuel. We'll just steal a bunch of their fuel, and then we'll figure it out from there. Also, there's an AI helicopter there. Cool. Can I catch a fish? No. Okay, maybe I could have caught that fish if I was doing better. That boat is fully sank. Okay, give me a hose. There we go. And I need to just run up there. Come here, you. Pump out. Pump in. Pump out. Pump out. That seems to be right. Connect it to here. Run down onto our boat. Connect it onto there. And she's filling her up. Beautiful. Yeah, it's actually working very nicely. We're then going to take it to the other side and fill that side up as well. Okay, we did it. There we go. 700 in each of those, and that's all we really need. So, put the hose back and let's get out of here. Yeah, let's just steal their fuel and leave. Yep, that's right. The waves are choppy, but we have actually got a plan today. We're going to be going all the way out to this side, and we're going to be transporting a cargo boat to Olsen Village Dock. The main reason we're doing this is because it's not very much of a big journey, and Olsen Bay is actually somewhere we haven't been in this playthrough. The other idea as well is we can actually travel out to here, which is the oil rig, figure out if there's any crates over there. There's also an island out here that we can check for crates as well, and there's another mission that we might be able to do as well. We are just cruising past the first boat because, let's be honest, I don't want to refuel that thing. Fuel is kind of important to me right now, so I don't want to do that. But this one right... Oh. Oh, no. Okay, I don't know if I can tow that. That's big. That is a bigger boat than I expected. Okay, it's fine. Let's turn around. We are going to tow it. We got this. We're a powerful boat, and we've got big strong bones, so we'll be fine. Alright, whack it in reverse. Let's go. I can barely see what's going on behind me. It'd be nice to be able to see. Where's the boat? Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Turn. No, turning isn't really working out. The whole turning situation hasn't gone too well. Alright, let's go forwards. Come up. Come up. What's that glowing out there? Is that another AI boat? It might be an AI boat. Okay. Just scoot forwards. Tiny bit at a time. There's a connection point right there, so if I grab a rope real quick... I can't grab it. Okay, just jump. Oh! Oh, don't jump me up! Don't jump! No! Oh my goodness. Okay. That's one of the scariest things that keeps happening. Oh. What mission's completed? Not these ones. Okay. Grab this. Swim under the water. Come up. Because that's really good at working. Yeah. Connect onto the middle. No. Swim underneath. Connect on. Yes! We are connected. Very nice. Okay. Okay, now that we've done that. Jump on the boat. Come on. There we go. There's another mission somewhere. Where is it? Oh, okay. That'll be great. All right, close this. And hopefully we're in forwards mode. I believe we are. Let's go. Since we're no longer fighting the wind, we can actually go full throttle and get to places a hell of a lot quicker. Even though we are still towing the big old boat, which is actually very much a big old boat. It is huge. Anyway, we're still going. The village we're taking it to is just here. And then we're going to route around the village and see if we can find some crates. Because hopefully we can. I don't actually know whereabouts we need to be taking this. And also, I think we're not going to get very much money for it. Although we should, because it is a big vessel. But it just, I don't know. Something's telling me I'm not going to make very much. 2,500? Yeah, we didn't make very much money from that. But that's okay. We still did a mission, and we helped someone out. Again, after checking all the buildings, there are no crates here, so we just need to leave. There's no point in me being here right now, and there is actually a mission we can currently do over here. A tugboat has gone missing, search the area and locate the emergency. That right there looks like a fire to me, and I believe it is a tugboat, which means that's the mission. We just gotta get over there, and we can actually use this cannon, maybe, to put out the fire. That'll be a first, and it'll be very interesting, maybe. Okay, extinguish all fires, rescue 3 casualties from the ocean to a hospital. Okay, let's do it! We need to stop going forwards real quick. I need to try and make sure that this actually hits the boat, which it is sort of doing. Alright, we've put out fires there. I don't really think I can put out that fire that's under the water. But this is sort of working. That's crazy. It put out the fires upstairs, at least. Okay, the flashing lights in the water are the guys that we need to rescue, so we'll go get those. But first, I need the fire extinguisher, and I'm going to put out the fires that are still on this boat. We need to go get them. There's a guy in here that's dead. Okay. Here's the fire. It's an engine room fire. No wonder we couldn't see it. Okay, 3 grand for that. Beautiful. Let's grab this incapacitated dude first. Chuck them there. There's another guy there, and then I need to find one more. Oh, I think they're both in the ocean. I see 2 flashing lights out there. Okay, so let's get this guy first and revive him so that he doesn't die. That'd be good. Here we go. Open the door, chuck him on the floor, put the fire extinguisher back, and defibrillate the man. Bam! Where'd he go? Where did the man go? I don't know. I think he might be underneath. I actually do. I think he might be... Yeah, he went underneath. Alright, he's now dying. Okay. This game is... It's interesting. It's an interesting game. Especially to play hardcore with, but it's fine. Alright, chuck this guy here. First aid kit him. He's okay. Chuck him inside. Sit him down. Beautiful. Let's go get the other 2. There we go, 2 more dudes in, that is excellent. Now we just need to take them to hospital and get money. All right, everybody, let's make the jump. 3, 2, 1, go. None of them jumped. None of them actually jumped across. All right, there we go. We've got them all. Follow me, let's go. Remember to fix the people before you sell them, and then just sell them. Come on in, everybody, you're all sold. Excellent. 3 grand each, except one of them, which was a little bit less. So, obviously, this is a pretty decent boat, and it's actually quite well-rounded. However, it isn't actually as big as we need it to be. I still need some sort of area where I can put a bed, possibly even a med bed for the guys that we rescue and stuff like that. So, I think we need a bigger boat. I don't know whether we can build a bigger boat in our starter zone or not, but I think that's something that we'll try and figure out next time. So, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Goodbye. And no, we didn't crash. I managed to stop it before we crashed.